What's up, Hardstylers? Welcome to a new video of Tutorial Friday. Today we'll be talking about the creation of a lead stack. A lead stack is the center lead all the way down to the base. So everything that you need in order to make, that big, crunchy, full sounding spectrum ear porn to introduce your listeners with the melody that you want them to hear, and you want to have as much as impact as you can. So I am going to load in a melody that I wrote earlier, like a long time ago. I recently found it and I thought, hey, let's use this one to create this video, basically. Right now it's in assembler and we're gonna need some sort of a synth to play something, so I'll just first off load in a piano plugin. So I'll go to replace and I'll say true pianos. This could be FL keys, it could literally be anything. I'm just using this so that you can hear the melody and that we can actually write the chords and the bass line underneath it. So this is the melody. Okay, so what I'll do right now is I will take the bass notes, copy them, move them down an entire octave, and I will stretch them out so that we can hear the full bass in this one. Now I'll move the melody up. And we will start to create the chords that belong with this. I might add these in later. I'm not sure if we're going to keep them. It might be handy to just mute these, because now we're going to create the chords, or not necessarily the chords as in chord sounds, but the chords as in what type of key everything is being played in. So this is the bass line. We will copy the bass line, place it up one octave, so Control arrow up, and now we will write the chords that belong here. Okay. So I'll copy this and go up 1, 2, 3. I know that my melody is in minor, so we should be able to start with this. Okay, so what we do whenever it sounds good, I'll leave this one here, and whenever it sounds bad, I will shift this one up one notch so that we go to a major chord. Sounds good. Sounds false. Place this one up and recheck. Sounds better, right? I'll just play through the entire thing because I know that everywhere we have the A playing, that this one needs to go up one. And I'll just check it out, see what it sounds like. Sounds false, so this one goes up. Same for this one. Play again. just see maybe. Yeah. Now we're going to copy the bass line again, and I will make the final note to make the chord progression complete. Copy it, place it back, Control up to go up 1 octave, hold Shift and press up, and then we'll move upwards 7 positions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So whenever we play this now, it should sound in key, and then we have actually written the chords based upon the bass line. Here we go. There we go. Sounds pretty good. Okay, so now we have actually expanded the MIDI that we had into something that we can do sound design for. Now we have all the information to create an entire track. Sounds crazy, but it's true. First off, I'm going to save this. Otherwise, I'll be losing everything. Let's call this YouTube. Tutorial Friday. And this is the lead thing. So let's continue on with starting the sound design, which is a lot of fun. I think I will start with the top lead, which we have here, and we'll keep this in our sampler as a MIDI. So we'll not use the piano. I will add a serum. As I already stated, this is my new go-to plugin. And then we will just copy the entire melody that we have up here. And of course these muted notes. Missing one, I see. Wow, missing a few. We go to serum. We paste them in here. Boom. Let me see. I'll just draw them myself. No prob. They're all based up on the bass, so it's quite easy to get them back in there. So here we are, and then we need to unmute these, of course, because we want to hear them playing. And now we will try and create a cool top lead for this thing. So I'll mute the piano and say serum top lead. You know, press Ctrl L on keyboard while I have this channel selected, and it will automatically assign it up here. I will not send this to the master directly. I will take it away and send it to a bus where I will send all my lead related synths to. So this will be called lead stack. Okay, so let's play with this. Okay, let's start and do some sound design. So first I'm going to swap over this basic saw for something else. I want to go for the rounded saw, if I can find it. Here we are. So and I want to modulate this rounded saw very fast so that you get a very nice centered lead from this. So I'll go to global. Make sure the range is set to 1 because we're not doing any saws on the left side. On the left side, it's just going to be one voice. So this one is not going to be changing. This is just one single voice. This one, on the other hand, will be a super saw, which is this one. We'll set this one to super. We're going to turn the chaos rate up a lot, like that, pretty high. And we will then modulate the pitch of oscillator A with the chaos button. So bidirectional. Turn this one on. Of course, now it sounds very, very thin, so we will need something else in here as well. So I'll go for the saw rounded again, because this one no longer is a normal saw, because it's being pitch modulated, so the entire waveform changes. So now you can lay this one as a centered lead into a bit wider saw. So what we do is we're going to go into the saw rounded again, increase the voices on this one, set the detune pretty wide. Okay, starting to sound a bit better. Turn the master volume up here. Also, we want to change the chorus pitch of oscillator B because it sounds too static. For this, I'll use an LFO. So I'm just going to drag this one all the way up here to the chorus pitch. And make sure that we are not syncing the BPM and that we are really fast, okay, like that. Now we're going to listen and change it as we go. It adds a little bit of crispiness to the lead, if you know what I mean. We might want to change the form of this one and see if it changes a lot. If it changes a lot, we're going to try a different waveform. Always make sure that you check your sounds on low volume. If the sound changes too much, you're using too little amount of limiting, and there's too many dynamics going on there. So dynamics are nice, but in hardstyle everything is pretty squashed. So you might want to double check that in any case, especially with kick designing. Checking your kick on low volume and make sure that it kind of sounds the same as it is on high volume is very, very important. If it doesn't, you need to change layers, switch things out, and fix it. So, for the sake of this tutorial, I will add some reverb. So I'm going to take the lead stack up here, and I'll send it to channel 20, which will then be transferred into a reverb bus. So I'll add Pro R, since I really like Pro R. It's one of my favorite plugins for reverb. course, we also need to have some side chaining, so I will add a fruity limiter. I used to always add, Pro C, etc., but it does exactly the same thing, and I don't need Pro C for side chaining. This one works pretty convenient. Basically, I'm saying, okay, you're gonna listen to the lead stack, and whenever the sound comes in and it surpasses this threshold here, you're gonna use a knee. You're gonna knee it down like that. This is how hard this will be. Okay, and this is when are you going to start kneeing this down? Well, we can add some time to this whenever the signal comes in. This is how long you're going to keep the envelope down whenever the sound has stopped. So right now it's pretty long. I'm going to set this to about 120 milliseconds, which is enough. And sustain, we'll just leave it as it is. I'll just test it out, see if it sounds cleaner. Sounds okay. As the final plugin, I will add an equalizer to clean up the reverb bus. Put the knee, change the knee just a little bit, because now it's also, because of the bass notes, it's ducking whenever you actually want to hear that volume, Pretty good. Then we actually need to equalize the lead layer itself. I totally forgot about that, so we need to clean it up and make it sound a bit brighter. Now also, let's see if we can kind of give it a tick at the beginning. So whenever the lead sound is playing and the notes are being hit, you hear a tick at the beginning. I think that will be pretty nice. Turn on the noise oscillator and match this one with the level. This will be the envelope that we create for it. So now we want some atmospheric sounds. So I always like to add a choir. I use Contact for this. If you don't have Contact, just use anything else that you can find. And if you do have Contact, well then Contact has excellent choirs. This one is not even that good, but I use it in every track that I create. We're gonna go for the ensemble. Wow, so chic. And we already created the the chords for this stuff. So what I need are these notes right here. I just copy these and paste them in this piano roll right here. Then I will route this one, so contact choir, route this to a channel somewhere. 12, perfect. Press Ctrl L so that the channel gets renamed. And just listen to this. I'll turn the lead off for now. Beautiful, right? Maybe give it a little bit of reverb. And also what is very important, what is missing is my mastering plugin at the end. So on the master. I always like to produce with this thing on, so that everything already has the right volume, and whenever things start to distort and I know that I'm going too loud and I need to rebalance and remix my stuff. So let's make it a bit louder. These are my standard settings. Also turn the lead on so we can hear that. I'll also create a delay bus, by the way. So we're going to go here. This one goes to the master, and we're going to send the lead stack to the delay bus as well. And in here, I'll add a fruity delay. Number 3. Sync to the tempo, and let me just quickly test and find out which one it is. I need ping pong at least. The dry signal goes off, so we are only left with wet signal. Resonance goes down a bit, and then we just we need to find the correct timings. That's too fast, right? So I think we need to be somewhere here. Take a pen. I like this tempo, but as you can hear, we need some limiter to make it sidechain, right? Make the volume of this thing go down whenever there is signal coming in. So and of course, we need to cut down the lows, because there is a lot of low end in this delay currently. And whenever you combine this with the reverb, it sounds like this. We'll also do some equalization on the contact part. I just want to hear contact for now. Cut down the lows. Make it brighter. sure that we save it. And now I think we should work on a bass sound. So to give it more body and to, you know, kind of be able to hear what it will sound like, I'm going to add another serum. And we will rename this one. Just trying to keep everything as titty as I can. Serum bass. And we'll create a nice bass patch for this. Bass line we already have here in True Pianos. It's hidden down here. So copy it, go to serum, paste it, boom. We'll give it its own channel. Bass will go to number 7. Just Ctrl L. And there we go. And I will change this patch to something that sounds cool. Turn everything off. Play it. First we'll make this a saw. Turn the saw on. That's almost unhearable. See that? So this one goes up. It can't even reach that F2. Right now it can. That's how it's supposed to be. I'll just leave it like this. Put this one up an octave. Oh, that's too much. And then we'll turn on a filter. Maybe change the form of this, of the wave a little bit. I'll go to saw around it. Make sure that we have a super saw. We can even throw on some distortion, but I'm not sure if that will work. It works. Then we need to have a EQ. Let's clean it out just a little bit. Turn the choir on. And the lead. Then we can do the volumes correctly. Should be a bit more fat. So I'll quickly go in here and make sure that it's, oh, that's the wrong one. Make sure that it sounds a bit fatter. could actually make this bass a bit more interesting, kind of a Reese bass, by moving around with the resonance. I think I'm just going to do that. Not too much, not too shabby, like that. Not this one, actually. Remove, of course, I mean the position of the cutoff. Okay, we go down like that. Get kind of a reed bass. Cool. All right. So let's work on the lead just a little bit more, and then we can start creating some chords for this one. So first off, I might want to have the lead a bit more dynamic, a bit more, you know, distinctive, and I can do this by adding glides. Make sure that it's mono, make sure that it always glides, and we're going to test it out. Oh wait, we're now changing the bass. Of course, I mean the lead. Here we are. So I'm going to tame down the noise just a little bit. Perfect. So now, what I'll do is add another serum instance. And we will call this one serum chords. And I'll move it up into the channel rack underneath the lead. Then we're going to pick a channel where we will put this one. This is the serum lead channel, and I'll put it here at number 3. So I'll just set this to number 3. Make sure that we don't route it to the master, but that we do route this to the lead stack. Then I'll press Ctrl L, and now it has the correct name as well. I'll preventively add a equalizer to cut down the lows, and then we can start doing some sound designing. I'll just cut it right here for now. What I'll do then is I will copy the lead, Ctrl C, into the chords. There we go. And now we will, you know, do some matching on the lead sound. First, I'll create the MIDI for this, and later on, I will focus on the actual sound design. So here is the MIDI. I don't need the bass notes, so I will just start drawing in some information. I will base the chords that are being played, I will base them on the normal chords we have here, because I think that that would sound the best for this specific melody. So we're just going to mix and match and make sure that everything falls in this range right here. So you can see that this one, the top note starts with an F, and to make this complete, we need an A and a D, and we also make sure that the melody is playing on top, so the melody has to be the highest note whenever you're using this technique, and we're going to fill up the gaps underneath it. And we don't, at least that's not what I like, I don't want to have double notes in there. So I'll copy this, Make sure that this one sits on a different key. So I won't be doing this. This is a no-go because you have an F here and an F here, and that will just, in my ears, mess up the frequencies. But we do have this one, D5, but right now it's too low. So I hold Control and push it up 1 octave, and there you go. And I'm just going to continue this way for all the other ones, and then we'll do some sound design as well. If it doesn't match, like this one matches, but if it doesn't match, you should listen to what sounds good. I've done this a lot of times, so most of the times I know what sounds good. Okay. So this should be here. So now I'll just play the chords, right? Let me just take a quick peek. We need this one. And this one. Let me go up. Make sure that the melody is the highest at all times, which is an A. So this one goes down. This one is very near to the rest, so I'll just use it in this way. I'll just continue through the entire melody from now on. Here we go. We're almost done, and then we'll do the sound design for this. Just place this one octave down. Should go a little bit faster. Maybe like that. Back up there. Okay, this one goes down here as well. Do this and this. Take them, push them down. Go up 2 times. Okay. Almost done, guys. This takes a bit of time, but eventually it will pay off. It's gonna sound hella cool. So now I'll just move to the chords you see on the right here. See that? Sure which one pick. Keep this here, actually, it's better. Stay in key, kind of. Up here, longer, like that. We have a G. Was this within a melody? Let me just see. This is supposed to be a G. Okay, a G. Get rid of this. Great. We'll move this up again. Alright, move this down. Do a quick sneak peek. There you go. Here, I guess. That a little bit more. Okay, so now we'll start with the sound design. Let's turn on the lead sound as well, the bass. Of course, this is still the init preset, and we need to start working on the sound. Different waveform for this one. I'll go to basic shapes or the saw around it. I really like this one. And I'll pick one that's a little bit different for the other oscillator. Not sure one. Maybe there's something in here. More voices, of course. Oh. We need to make sure that they are both set to super saw. Arrange the two. Let me see. What else can we do to make this a bit more interesting? Well, of course, some pitch LFO to get more movement in there. And I'm going to EQ the lead sound with the chords patch as well. We're gonna need a little bit more of of width and stuff like that. So we'll do some extra stuff to this. More width is mostly done with more detuning. So I will use 2 LFOs. One goes on the coarse pitch of this one, and the other one goes here. And we want to have this to be a tiny movement, just like that. And with this one, tiny movement, we go to the matrix. Of course, this is too much, and the BPM doesn't need to be synced. This is too much. Tame it down like that. Same with this LFO, number 2 and number 1. No BPM. There we go. So right now, it already sounds a bit crispier. If you turn this off, you get this. Versus this. We can even change the envelopes just a little bit, so you get a bit more, you know, different sound. Sounding a bit better. I might even want to, you know, add just a little bit more to the core thing. Maybe tame down the lows of this one just a little bit, like that. And actually want to have another. Another synth. I think I'll add a silent one. Let's see if we can do something with this as well, you know. It's the same MIDI that we need. So I think I'm gonna copy this, paste it in here, route this one to the same channel. So we'll go to number 3. Oh, number 3 as well. This one. Go to the init preset. Make sure everything's been set to song. So this one, I'll add this one as well. Copy the chord MIDI, move this one up, and say silent 1 chords, and I'll just slowly mix these in and see if it improves the sound. There is just a bit too much noise somewhere. Not sure where it is. Is it here? It's definitely in here. So now I'll mix in the silent patch, which is this one. Slowly introduce it. Okay. Kind of like the mix of these two right now. So let me I'll show them both individually, and then you can decide for yourself. So this is just the silent 1 patch. This is just a serum patch. Which still sounds a bit too noisy for me. So I think I will change perhaps the volume of this one. It has to do with the pitch modulation, etc. But I'll keep it like this. And this is the silent 1 and the serum 1 mixed together. Then together with the lead and the bass and the choir, you get this. Very nice. Now we will add a saturator on the master or the end bus of the lead stack, because then I want to start gluing things together just a little bit. I like to use Saturn for this, so we'll add Saturn, and then I'll turn the volume down just a little bit, slowly mix in this effect, and hopefully it will blend better together. This, of course, is too much. I think I'm just going with... We can also take a preset, by the way. That's very nice. No, I want. Just reduce the input gain. Put the output gain up. And slowly start twisting the drive. Clean tape. We need to tame down those frequencies at the middle part. Otherwise it's too present and it gets really muddy. That definitely is not what we want. I'll add another Pro Q right here just to equalize the entire thing. Turn off Saturn. Actually like this one. So now we still need to fill up the gaps between the chords and the choir. Is the part in here. And that can easily be done, of course, with a pad. So what I like to use for this one, and this is a preset that I use, so it's not self-made. It's actually from the pack of bass modulators, and it's called Pad Stack. There we go. We'll route this one to another channel. So insert 4, and I will also add this one not to the master, but I will send this to the lead stack as well, because eventually whenever we start adding a kick or other sounds and we need to sidechain the entire lead, then I would want to sidechain everything that does something musically, so that the kick gets as much space as it needs. Okay, so now this is an easy egg, of course, because we just need these notes right here to play these chords. Okay, this is the MIDI that we need for this. Just copy it, move over to Spire, and paste it in. And then I just want to hear Spire here. Oh, we've got to press Ctrl L. Rename this one Spire. Regular chords or pads or whatever, you know. Press Ctrl L, and there we go. Now we're just gonna listen to this, and then I'll do some equalizing and maybe place it down an octave or even change the notes that are being played. Let's just mix this one in, and you can hear what it does. So this is it out. Bit without. If you turn it on, it changes to this. For me, that is really an addition that I need. And if you boost it right here, this is where, you know, high choirs and stuff like that are present, and also that, you know, high sizzle on sounds, then it sounds even better. So we just need to do some equalizing, make sure that we can hear it, but that it's not generating too much rumble. And if I really want to have this, you know, filled up, I might send a little bit to the reverb bus as well. Send it just in a little bit. Make sure that the reverb sidechain is still listening to the lead and not to anything else. There we go. Otherwise the sidechaining is not correct. Okay, so now we can do some final mixing, and then we can actually, you know, create a small audio snippet of this part being played for the video that you guys are actually watching right now. So whatever you heard at the beginning of this video is the end product of this video. I'll just show you quickly how I would do that. So first I'm gonna make sure that everything sounds correct. So I'll go to ozone, and I'll make sure that we're not clipping in here and that everything sounds okay. So I'm actually compressing a bit of the high end, so everywhere the noise is being played, doing a little bit of less compression on the mid part because this is where the power of the lead, and the low end I compressed it a little bit as well, just using standard presets, so I'm not changing the timings in this case. I will do that whenever the track is finished and whenever we are going to start mastering this one. And then as for dynamics, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not clipping. That sounds okay to me. So now I will quickly create the beginning intro thingy, and all I'm going to do is just basically go to my samples folder, throw in a big impact sound, and then we can tease a little bit of the thing. Let me see. All good. Sounds good with me. Let's use this one. And whenever we start creating the track, because of course we are going to create an entire track out of this part, so we're still going to make the kicks, etc. Then we'll use this impact in our track as well. So I'll send this to its own bus, and then I'll sidechain this one to the serum base. And on the serum base, I will add a track spacer. A track spacer is a plugin that can sidechain sounds based upon frequency information. So this one can actually focus on the low end of the impact. Now we will play them both together, see what it sounds like. Maybe it's too loud, could be. There's a bit too much high end, so I'm just going to cut away some of the high end. Sounds good, I guess. Okay. Guys, I forgot something that is very important in this thing, in this part, and it's an ARP that should be playing as well. So I'll quickly create an ARP. I go to Silent 1, go to the init preset. I'm going to use saw or maybe a sine that's very distorted, because I want to have some kind of an ARP playing in the background. We will need these notes. I'll say ARP. ARPs are great for ambiances. So let's move you somewhere here. Insert 6, press Ctrl L. And then we're going to make sure that we have low. Go to the pattern. And then I'll use the arpeggiator that is built into FL Studio because I know how it works and I like it. Different speed, please. It's not correctly timed yet. Maybe we need this. Okay. I think I like this one. So I'll send it to the reverb channel. Make sure that we're still limiting on the correct one. Lead stack, that's correct. And we'll also send it to the delay bus. Very soft. Make sure that we're also sidechaining it in here correctly. We are. Oh. Yes. Okay, so. Now we'll create the patch. Then we'll turn on some distortion. There we go. Of course, we need to equalize it, but this basically is an arc patch. Sounds a bit muddy. We can open up the filter just a little bit, and then we'll do some equalization. Go. Maybe I'll tame down the frequency that goes to the master so that a little bit more of this information is actually going to reverb and delay. Why is the delay gone? Weird. Let's bounce it out. And then we have finished our video, I guess. We made a pretty cool lead stack. I didn't put hours into this. I think I put in a little bit more than 1 hour in total. But hey, at least we have a product, and that is what counts. Here we go. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.